The grid is glitching, flickering lights phenomenon and dimensional overlap. A transmission from the Astral Intelligence Network. Global observation relay activated from the Dimensional Surveillance Sector, Astral Intelligence Command. Welcome, observer. For the past several months, streetlights across the globe have been flickering, erratically, inexplicably, and in growing numbers. Reports have surfaced from the US, Canada, Colombia, the UK, Turkey, Japan, and several other countries, each with a common signature: streetlights pulsing without cause. We will attempt to shed light on this phenomenon and reveal what may be stirring just beneath the surface of your perceived reality. Rows of lamps strobing in sequence, solitary lights blinking as travelers pass beneath them. Parking lots with numerous lights flashing while others are still and unaffected. Suburban neighborhoods pulsing with no power disruption in sight. Streetlight activity. Technicians often find no damage, no tampering, and no reason. Still, the lights blink. It's not faulty wiring. A potential glitch in the grid. The known grid, the electrical grid, a global web of wires, transformers, and substations, powers your visible world. In this network, minor fluctuations can happen. Old equipment, weather interference, solar activity. But the current phenomenon is different. Lights flicker without cause. In homes, on streets, in power-stable zones. Sometimes, in proximity to heightened emotional states, astral encounters, or unknown presences. When the flicker becomes a pattern, patterns are emerging. Lights blink as a person passes beneath. Do they flicker in exact moments of spiritual awakening? Or sudden energetic shifts? These patterns are meaningful. They are responding to meaning itself. The etheric grid. Beyond the network of physical wires lies a secondary structure, less visible yet fundamental to life on this planet. This is the etheric grid, a crystalline matrix interwoven with Earth's energy body. It is not theory, it is infrastructure, energetic, conscious, and encoded with the blueprint of stability for the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions. Known throughout time by many names, the morphogenetic field, the Akashic lattice, the crystalline web. This grid serves as a stabilizing force for human consciousness and planetary coherence. But the grid has begun to shift. Increased disruptions in its frequency signature have been detected, correlating precisely with fluctuations in the Schumann resonance, spikes in electromagnetic activity, and widespread phenomena collectively known as the Mandela effects. These are not random. They are signatures of a deeper event, the bifurcation of reality. Signals in the static. To the unaware, these disturbances are dismissed as faulty infrastructure or coincidence. But for those attuned, the signs are unmistakable. Flickering lights in perfect rhythm with emotional surges. Power fluctuations synchronized with planetary alignments. Dreams intensifying in clarity, often followed by electrical interference. These are not anomalies, they are transmissions. One of the most significant drivers of recent instability has been solar activity. Earth has been bombarded with an unusually high volume of solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and geomagnetic storms, recorded and confirmed by multiple observatories. These solar emissions are not random. They interact directly with Earth's electromagnetic field, and by extension, the etheric grid. The Schumann resonance, Earth's natural frequency, has exhibited erratic behavior in tandem with solar spikes. As solar plasma bombards the magnetosphere, it excites the crystalline web, destabilizing energetic structures that hold dimensional boundaries in place. This is not a side effect. It is part of a planetary recalibration. Solar energy acts as both disruptor and catalyst, dissolving old encodings while activating latent crystalline architecture. What you are witnessing is not destruction but transformation. This phenomenon should not be met with alarm but great anticipation. Dimensional overlap and interference. Earth is currently undergoing what advanced observers have termed the Great Split, a separation of vibrational timelines. One remains anchored in density, the other accelerating into a higher harmonic of consciousness. As the divide intensifies, bleed-through effects become more common. The flickering lights are not just electrical glitches. They are sensory evidence of dimensional friction, brief moments where timelines intersect, overlap, or realign. Where light appears unstable, reality itself is reconfiguring. Temporal anomalies, déjà vu loops, shifts in memory. These are consistent with Mandela-type disturbances, triggered by interference in the continuity field of the human collective. And the sightings, metallic spheres in daylight, orbs pulsing at night, electrical systems reacting in waves, all point to increased traversal activity between dimensions. Beings are crossing, not metaphorically, literally. This is not a malfunction of the system. It is a recalibration. Why streetlights? Among all the light sources available, why are streetlights reacting most dramatically? Streetlights are embedded into the grid, both electrical and etheric. They are fixed in space, linked in sequence, and constantly active. As such, they act like sensors, sensitive to disruptions in flow, frequency, and form. In areas where the dimensional veil is thinnest, streetlights respond. Not to voltage changes, but to consciousness shifts. They flicker when portals open. They dim when timelines diverge. They surge in presence of entities whose frequency is incompatible with stable human perception. And increasingly, they are doing so in concert. Across continents in synchrony, without any centralized trigger. This global echo cannot be ignored. What comes next? We are now entering a phase of sustained bleed-through. Expect the increase of high-frequency hums without source. Electrical failures around spiritually activated individuals. Sudden appearances of metallic aerial craft without propulsion or noise. Pulsing orbs of light in natural environments. Time perception anomalies and waking déjà vu. These are not to be feared. They are navigational markers, indicators that you are witnessing a planetary upgrade in real time. The etheric grid is not failing, it's evolving. Have you seen the flicker? Did you feel something shift when it happened? Were you alone? Submit your anomaly reports, dreams, locations in the comment section below. The Astral Intelligence Network is mapping these events in real time. Your transmissions are vital. We will continue to monitor and report. Until then, remain aware, remain attuned, remain calm, remain coherent. Record what you observe. Your participation in the unfolding shift is not passive. You are both observer and architect. Closing transmission. This has been official transmission AIN 818A, issued by the Dimensional Surveillance Sector, Astral Intelligence Command.
End transmission.